Alright guys, it is Wednesday, October 22nd. So I took a long on ES today. I was bullish on ES and NQ, and I just didn't really look at YM for today. But I was bullish on ES and NQ. And we had a liquidity sweep right here. See here, right? So we had a buy side liquidity sweep. I keep forgetting which one's sell side and buy side, bro. Okay, but we had a liquidity sweep. Right here. So I was looking for a long here. We had okay, so there's that. These would have been my like take profits or my take profits. So after it swept liquidity, it created a fair value gap. It broke structure, then created a fair value gap. So we got an order block here and a fair value gap. It took a while for it to retrace back. Here, it retraced back only to the fair value gap, so I didn't enter there. I wanted it to also get into equilibrium right here. See this move from here to here, equilibrium and order block. So this is when it did that. It retested the fair value gap, went into the order block and equilibrium. So I was okay with entering at this point. I entered on this candle as it reacted off of equilibrium, order block, and fair value gap. Right. So all the confluences are met. So I entered here, stop loss at the 637 or sorry 635 low, and then I had to take profit up here. Yeah, it was a bad risk to reward. Usually I go for something closer to a 1 to 2. This was only a 1 to 1.8, but all the confluences were met and it wasn't too bad of a trade. So I entered even with like sort of a bad risk reward. Anyways, we move up right after entering, and it almost hit my partial TP where I would have closed one contract of the three that I risked, but it didn't hit it. So, and then it just like moved back, and I like when it was consolidating right here, I thought I would move my stop loss a little closer, right here, because it was just consolidating and moving really slow, right? So I moved my stop loss from here to this point over here, this low over here. See, you can see here, moved stop loss here at 654 because it tested the fair value gap over here, right? You see this bearish fair value gap, it tested that and it didn't inverse it. So I was like, okay, I'll move the stop loss up, just to be safe, maybe lose less money. Okay, it's all about preserving capital, right? Uh, and after that, so it was still moving pretty slow, and I ended up moving my stop loss to break even at this point over here. So it had that little like move down, move up, and then at this point, I was like, okay, if it just comes back down, I want to get out because it wasn't, it didn't have a strong move up. Like it never broke structure to the upside, except over here. After moving down over here, it never broke structure to the upside, so I wasn't really confident on this trade going to TP, or at least even the first TP, right? So I moved stop loss to break even, kind of like prematurely because like it. I usually only do that after my first TP is hit. Otherwise, I just don't move it. But I learned from another trade that I took another trade that I took maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, that if it's moving slow after I enter it, it usually ends up being a loss. So after seeing this, after seeing it move slow and consolidating, I thought, okay, so this is what happened before. It's probably gonna happen again. So I moved stop loss to break even, and as you can see, but literally right after I moved it there, I got stopped out at break even. So we didn't make any money, but we didn't lose any money, so that's really good. And I think I'd say it was a good decision, moving stop loss to break even, because, well, look at the trade. It would have stopped me out at my real stop loss, original stop loss, where I would have lost uh quite a bit amount of money, like maybe close to 250, I believe. See, actually, well, more than 250. It's like 300 probably. But so we preserve capital, Not a loss, not a win. I don't care if it's not a win. I just don't want it to be a loss, right? You want to preserve capital. You will have losses, but you want to avoid losses as much as possible as a day trader. I mean, that's pretty much how you become profitable. Like just less and less losses, right? Eh, Yeah. So pretty decent day. Uh, in terms of like psychology, like I wasn't. It did. My psychology was like low key hella good while during the trade and after the trade. Uh, but yeah, that's it. And if you guys want to see my trades like kind of live, like I posted on my stories and stuff, I also post like funny like little reels and shit like that, maybe some like tips and stuff. So if you want to see all that, follow my Instagram at it's the same name as this one, so it's ssg.holdings. So follow my Instagram and subscribe to this channel, right? And do I have anything else to say? I don't know. Did I got a lot of fucking work to do today. Got an essay due tomorrow that I haven't even started on, but and like a couple other shit, a couple other stuff I have to do. So yeah, I'm gonna get to doing that shit. Yeah. All right. Anyways, I'll see y'all tomorrow.